would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. The Bears will put total leather to crank us up. And he's coming out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Tigers offense will go to work first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. So Baylor's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could...
Turning it on! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown Bears! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll go back to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
Looking for a deep man. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Makes the grab.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is a type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Cameron. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Bears come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Muscling ahead on third and short. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got room to work. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now they'll run it on the toss. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
Yeah, third and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration, so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
They're going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense is giving up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on third and goal. To the air, it's Robertson. Unleashes to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Baylor!
One thing this team has shown early this year is not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Wilson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quarterback moving. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. It's a seam wide open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. He's got it still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Bears! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the 1st half of the home team.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They're going to test the right side with this one. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Bears will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Howard.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Wants to throw again. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Oh, they're after him.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Looking to pass, it's Robertson. Makes the grab over the middle. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds the tight end. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Hunt is in the air. Makes the catch at the 45. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field. At least try to get a field goal here, Tommy.
That's it, David. Just a couple of first downs here could be enough to steal 3 points before this half is over.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting.
He's going to let it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Grabs it inside the 15. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we had ourselves a fun matchup in Waco.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Tight end finds a soft spot. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on second down. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Setting up the screen. Going the other way, and he's got room. There he goes. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Baylor! And the punishment has been extended.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Scanning the field, it's Robertson. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets enough. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. The Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I love that play by the defense. They're hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up 4th.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. They've already converted a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 39. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Let's go. Trying to keep this drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. The sure hands, it's Prentice. Got room on the return. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To throw, it's Robertson. Punts it out of the air. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Bears look to keep this drive humming. He'll ride his man on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense picks it up. Speeding down the left side. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quarterback on the keeper. Finding an escape route. Got enough for the first. There he goes. He's at the 30. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Bears! And the pummeling has started.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Robinson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And now on 3rd down after that last run. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? Touchdown, Baylor! The defense putting points on the board.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Number 9, set to kick this one away.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Auburn offense. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Unloads it left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. Quick completion on the out. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Number 94 on to punt it away.
Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. A disappointing